Yo, welcome back to the MCSR ranked playoffs. This is the second match of the day. We just had a phenomenal matchup between Ral and Eric, with Eric taking the victory. And now we have another fantastic match ahead of us with Beefsalad and Tudorule. And of course, before we get into that, I'm joined with Parker Recrap. Parker, how are you doing
Hello,
today? Are
hello.
you excited for
I'm
this
doing
match?
well. I'm always excited. This is like my version of the Super Bowl, bro. Like I've never been one to get into
True.
like sports watching, but ranked playoffs, I'm always here. I'm always watching. We got Beef Salad versus Tudorule coming up. Big fan of Beef Salad's mechanics. We saw Tudorule win yesterday. I'm pumped.
Tudorule played
What else can I
great
say?
yesterday. There's an
Yeah.
argument that Tudorule played the best out of anyone yesterday. I think performed super well. And Beef Salad had a phenomenal end of season 6 to get here. Had to
Yeah,
got to
where did
such
he end
a
up?
Beef Salad, I think, ended like 4th and
Wow.
just hit 2300 elo, played Decay, slayed, had a great time and crushed it. And now all that work, all that preparation got Beef Salad to this point. Picked Tudorule. Very exciting game here. I'm very excited to get into all of that. Any early predictions? Anything you want to kind of watch out for between these two players after yesterday? Maybe after the first match that's on your mind?
Nothing in particular, no, honestly. I'm just excited to see him play.
Yeah,
Kind of a
I
boring
am as
answer,
well.
but no,
No, it's all good. It's all good. Let's get
just
into
ready
the
to watch.
stats. Let's get into the
Ah,
stats. Let's check it
yes.
out. This is the first time we're checking out Beef Salad stats, a 722 best time, sub 11 ranked average, which seems to be that kind of line this year. Like who's around that sub 11 mark? Beef Salad's under it. And the thing that stands out to me, Parker, is Beef Salad and Tudorule have played each other a lot this
Yeah,
season.
I agree. We haven't seen that with hardly any of the players. Some of them they haven't played at all. 11 to 13, that's a lot of matches.
11 to 13 and Beef Salad. Everyone knows Beef Salad is a ranked grinder. 1900 matches. And again, this
Jeez.
is 1900 matches. I think Beef Salad maybe played 3 games in the last 3 weeks of the season. I'm not even joking. So
That's crazy.
this is like almost 1900 games through 3 phases, which is like really just crazy. Beef Salad is a rank grinder. A lot of time spent on the ladder. Third place in season 3 playoffs, fourth place season 5 in Elo, and top 4 season 5 midseason showdown. So Beef Salad has done a lot of really impressive stuff within ranked, has gotten so much better throughout the years. And I'm really excited to see them play today. I think Beef Salad honestly has a real chance to go really far into that top 4, top 3 again this season. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them play today.
Yeah, I agree. He's like one of those players that's at like the cusp of being at like the very peak. And I feel like
Yep.
any one of these seasons, he could just have a phenomenal performance and maybe he ends up winning or taking second or I mean, he's taken third before, so like
Yeah.
he's really up there. This should be a
No,
good match.
I absolutely agree. Let's throw it over to Tudorule stats. We saw these yesterday. 721 best ranked time, so very close, and a
Jeez.
faster average for Tudorule, along with the higher win loss over the opponent. Obviously, we saw the accomplishments yesterday. Tudorule, my no reset goat, along with a sub 9 RSGPB. But I think this is one of those matchups that I don't know if the stats tell the whole picture. I mean, given this, Tudorule, like just on the two screens that we just saw, it looks like Tudorule is favored. I don't know if I would actually favor Tudorule in this matchup, but I think it is going to be incredibly close in this matchup.
Yeah, I would agree. And it's always interesting to look at these because I feel like we're still in that period of ranked where stuff is developing. There's no one correct playstyle. It's definitely getting a lot more
Mhm.
correct and everybody's making similar decisions. But maybe towards the beginning of the season, they were playing worse. And so maybe their stats are a little bit lower than you would expect. If I'm looking at just this next season, season seven's stats, they literally have the same average time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is such a close matchup between these two runners. I think this matchup is really going to be a treat. I know we have some other crazy matchups later on today too, but do not sleep on this matchup. It is between two incredible runners. And we're going to take a look here at their stats on each seed type. And it looks like the thing that
Oh.
stands out to me, Parker, is it looks like each player is incredibly consistent across all the seed types. There's not really one thing that stands out. No 60% from either runner.
Exactly. Yeah, just a lot of 50s, like 52, 53, 53, 54, 51. Like they're all right here. I mean, if we're looking at the average times too, pretty comparable. We're
Mhm.
seeing only one sub 10.
Yeah. Really, really close. I think the thing that really stands out to me is there's on Beef Salad's end, there's two clear better seeds. There's Buried Treasure and Ruined Portal,
Mhm.
much faster times on both of those. And then Shipwreck, Desert Temple Village are all kind of around that same line. And then for Tudorule, there's only two seeds that are above that 11xx mark, right? So I think Ruined Portal definitely helps bring that down, but it looks like Tudorule might have an advantage on Shipwreck comparatively. I think that's the one. Again, personally, for me, I look much more towards the average time rather than the win rate. And I think with the win rate, even favoring Tudorule here, I think I'm gonna expect a Shipwreck ban from Beef Salad. Are you expecting anything different in that sense? Maybe what are you expecting from Tudorule as well to ban?
I mean, that makes sense to me. We're seeing like very similar win percentages, so it makes sense that like maybe you want to focus more on the average times.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's kind of the thing that's going here. I think Churro might ban like Desert Temple. I know that's just always like a very random seed type. It is one of Tudorule's better, but it is Tudo's slowest time as well. So win percentage wise, sure,
Yeah.
it's kind of right in the middle, but it is slower and it is one of the few times that I think it is looking at this actually, it's the only time that Tudorule is slower than Beef Salad on. So I'm gonna expect some. We're gonna see a Desert Temple ban from Tudorule. We're gonna see a Shipwreck ban from Beef Salad, but who knows? It might be different. Let's see. What do we got? It's going to be Ruined Portal
Rune
and Shipwreck.
Portal.
Tudorule banning Ruined Portal when Tudorule has a sub 10 average on Ruined Portal is really interesting. And Beef Salad is
Yeah.
going to pick Desert Temple, which makes sense because we expected Tudorule to ban that.
Yeah, no, 100%. It is very interesting banning Rune Portal Seed. I remember the commentators fine yesterday saying that like maybe you want a Rune Portal if you just think you're raw better. So maybe
Mhm.
Tudorule thinks they're slightly slower. I don't know. The stats seem to think that Tudorule has a slight edge on Beef Salad, but
Yeah,
only
I,
time
I
will
think
tell.
I think that's a really interesting ban from Tudorule. I'm really curious to see kind of what comes out of that. And we talked about this yesterday too at Desert Temple, and we even saw it with this Ral Eric matchup before, and even the Eric Automat game before. Lava pools seem to be kind of the story here. So that's the thing I'm gonna watch out for in this matchup. See where these lava pools generate, see how the food management goes between both. I think this first seed definitely favors Beef Salad. It could be something that starts off strong for them going into this, a big confidence boost as well, as Beef Salad did pick Tudorule for this matchup. So really curious to see kind of what we get into here. I know we're a little bit behind. I don't know if we're ready to go immediately into the next match. Of course we
And we
are.
are.
Perfect
We're
timing.
on it.
Shout out Oliver. Let's go. I'm very excited. We got Beef Salad on the left, Tudorule on the right. And here we go. Let's see. What does it look like? What's the trees?
Sure.
Wow, they're just
Right
on the
on it.
temple. Right on the
Bit
temple.
weird. Tons of ocean around, so maybe it's a little bit less land you need to search for the lava pool. We got some trees a
Mhm.
little bit far away, acacia, but should
Yeah.
be pretty standard looting for the temple. Tudorule
Pretty
taking a little bit less damage with the sand play. Like to
Yeah.
see
Do
that.
you normally do that if you're playing a temple? Is that something you like to try and do?
I won't force getting a sand block, but if I have it, I mean, I'm just gonna go for it
Yep.
100%. You can even get like a weird like damage tick where you keep
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mana
we, like,
falling down
slide
so you
through
take
it.
even less. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, the one thing I will say so far is Beef Salad did more of this before going in the temple, but I haven't seen a lava pool on either runner's side, and this
Mhm.
could be a situation where maybe if this was, like, RSG, like, maybe you push for, like, a magma ravine, but when it is something like ranked and you're kind of expecting to get this lava pool, it's kinda surprising to not see anything yet. So I'm curious to
Yeah,
see what
exactly.
the thought process for both of these runners is gonna be, and it doesn't look like there's any food really nearby them as well.
Yeah, do we know if the filter will ever give you a magma ravine instead of a lava pool?
I've thought about this before. I'm pretty sure it always tries to favor lava pool. I'm almost
Mhm.
positive on that. They do have a crazy inventory here, like bunch of books. Getting this, Trudeau's going to kill the chickens. Beef Salad deciding not to. Going to actually offer the pigs over here, which I think is a great play because it's not like going this way for these pigs. You're also learning more about the terrain. You're seeing if there's another lava pool, but maybe Tudorule didn't do that because Tudorule found
Sure.
a lava pool in this desert that
Weird
Beef Salad
lava
has not
pool.
seen yet.
Is that even enough lava
Is
anymore?
it
Did it
even
ruin
enough?
it?
Tudorule might have made their life a little bit more difficult, and I don't know if this is gonna work. Now, here's the
Burning
crazy
2?
thing. Beef Salad has also found this, but, like, I mean, is this a situation it would never be a situation where you're gonna mine with a diamond pick, right? Okay, no, there is, like,
You could.
more lava under here, but I don't think Tudorule's gonna have enough. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be,
this
like,
is
1
really
or
bad.
2 short.
Really bad situation for Tudorule. I mean, has
Oh, no,
even
I
worse
think we're good.
food. 3 chicken compared to, I think, 6 pork chop and a slower
Yeah.
enter. Maybe even like, I think literally might have to mine obsidian or reset the
Yeah,
seed to
literally might have to
count up
mine a piece of
obsidian.
obsidian, gets this last lava, oh my goodness. So Tudorule avoiding disaster. That was closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought he was going to get away with it, but close. Beef salad also got this other ruined portal, so another golden apple, even more food. I'm sure Tudor will grab that as well, but actually, no, not really grabbing it. So
Mm.
maybe missed it or didn't turn around and see it. So even a larger food advantage for beef salad now that both runners are in the nether.
Yeah, just a real bad situation. Like, not only are you behind on pace, but you're behind on resources. I mean, sure, you got the blocks. Everybody's gonna have blocks from rune or from desert temples, but the
Mhm.
food situation is just so different. Oh my
Ooh.
gosh! Don't die, beef
Yo,
salad.
beef.
Yeesh.
Yo. Okay, taking jump for the beef for a new meaning. Oh my goodness. Beefsalad
That's
is getting to the chalice, though. We are chill. We have the gold block. The one good thing for Tudorule here is that with it being a bridge bastion, we could potentially see a Hoglin up here, potentially two. So this could be something here where maybe the food ends up not mattering as much. I do see a Hoglin on Tudorule's screen, so getting a little bit lucky here, and it's not going to be as punishing, assuming that Beef Salad can kill this Hoglin.
yeah, very good point. It looks like beef salad's going for a Jason route, but delays breaking the gold block to take care of this
Yeah, and
hoglin.
this is just really awkward, right? Because not only do you kill the Hoglin there, I mean, you get the food, but you also killed a Piglin. So that's one less Piglin you have for trading. We've seen that really matter in these Ral Eric matchups today. So really curious to see. I think the story of Bridge, honestly, throughout ranked playoffs so far has just been the Piglin count. So that's really what I just want to watch out for here. Which player is going to end up getting more pigs? And Beef Salad killing that one might end up mattering, but is starting the route so early compared to Tudorule that it might just not matter. And Tudorule also not even going for Jason, going for right side DK.
Yeah, it's an interesting decision. Even in my gameplay, I've been unsure what's better. Do I play Jason? Do I play Crack Smoker? You know, I feel
Yeah.
like the Crack Smoker route, it feels a little bit safer
Yeah.
than Jason. You know, just because you're not jumping over that big gap. Maybe you have easier time throwing gold. You don't have to worry about pigs getting down the staircase a little bit more. But either way, both runners have handled it fine, and
Yeah,
they're just
and I
waiting for trades.
I think what you bring up means it showcases like how confident Beef Salad is in their gameplay, right? Like they are
Mhm.
so confident in being able to handle this bridge, and I think that comes with playing, literally 2,000 ranked games just this season. Let alone what they've done in previous seasons. Just this season alone, 2,000. And with that, Beef Salad's leaving. We're gone. This is a pretty fast seat so far for a Desert Temple.
Yeah, very impressive.
Oh,
Sorry, I meant to add more
oh.
commentary there, but just
No,
impressive
you're
gameplay.
good.
We're going.
You're good. Vsala gets to the
And there's
fortress.
the
I mean, it
fort.
has so much food still, throwing very aggressive pearls, playing with a lot of confidence right now. But Tudorule also out and potentially taking a little bit better terrain. Didn't have to do this weird high pearl that Beef Salad did. And I think that helps so much. But again, Tudorule's food count, we might not see it right now in the fortress,
Yeah.
but this might be something that comes back a lot as the runners are going to their stronghold courts.
Yeah, especially without that golden apple, you're gonna have to. I wasn't watching the
True.
explosive counts, but maybe you gotta burn an anchor if you have to reset in the Nether. Ideally, you're resetting in the overworld so you don't lose any explosives. Oh,
Hmm.
but Tudorule does have 3 pork chop from
Yeah.
the
From the Hoglin
bastion.
and the bridge. So that's actually big. I actually thought Tudorule ate that already, but I guess not. And the nice thing about this being a Desert Temple seed is you don't really care about this tree. You can just do Donut anyway. It's going to be fine. So much space here, even with this weird spawner for both runners.
Yeah, you love to see the bridge and desert temple combo. You're getting extra blocks and you have the TNT, so you don't need as many explosives. Even though like you're pretty much always gonna have more than enough explosives from bridge, it's just like an abundance of resources, with particularly this nether and overworld. So it's really a question of how are you handling your inventory. Maybe one's more comfortable throwing out more blocks than the other. They can be more organized, craft more resources. Lots
Yeah,
of decisions.
I mean, this is a great point because we just saw Beef Salad craft iron bars for ground zero. I mean, you're just guaranteeing that when you don't have to use a blaze bed plus a bridge bastion pretty much. So we just have so many things there. Tudorule also crafting iron bars now. And the story of this match, I think, as we're getting close to the end here, is going to be which player is going to organize their inventory better throughout the rest of the run. Tudorule has gold picks. Beef Salad also has like
Yeah.
6 gold pickaxes. Like, I think we're good, Beef Salad. I don't think we need more. And both runners still need to build their first portal, though. Not the rates seem to be not
Oh, and
amazing, but
Tudo
here we
misses a
go.
rod.
Oh,
It
that's
doesn't burn, but it's
huge.
just low. So something
Yeah,
also to keep in mind, it's like, okay, maybe if I need that extra rod, I can pearl down there while I'm pearling out to the side.
really annoying. Both runners building. their portals right now, I believe Beef Salad has a rod advantage over Tudorule right now, and they look like they're right about at the same spot. Let's see how far the stronghold is. It's about 1,600
100, it looks
blocks.
like. Negative, negative, maybe is what it was
Yeah.
looking. Hard to tell.
Beefsalad is taking a little bit of damage. Took like 4 hearts from falling, missed the water, but thankfully, because they have so much food, I don't think it's actually going to end up mattering. But if it was the opposite way, it would have mattered a lot. Tudorule already chugging rotten flesh, looking a little bit more dire. But if this rod drops for Beef Salad, it doesn't, but we get a 4 spawn, doesn't
Nice.
matter. And Tudorule's got to think about going soon. I mean, we still need one more rod, and Beef Salad's out.
Yeah, clearly in the lead right now. You
Yeah,
got gold picks, you got all your resources, you're pre-crafted, got 10 Eyes of Ender. I mean, maybe you need to craft 2 more, but you're fully good to go. You get a spike in the portal room, could be over. But Tudorule
very
seems to
different
be in the
terrain
wall
decisions.
already. Yeah.
Very, very different terrain decisions. I think this is going to pay off more for Tudorule here. I think Tudorule is still a little bit farther behind. No, Tudorule is farther behind. Unless this is the chords. I'm not exactly sure what Tudorule is trying to do. I think just get lower right now because Beef Salad Z is at negative 180. Beef Salad is still only at like negative 110. Takes some fall damage down, has a lot of gold picks still, and is now using their pork chop to get farther and farther. And Tudorule cranking this terrain, but Beef Salad's lead is just too much right now in the stronghold.
Yeah, might not matter. That looks like a promising spike right there. Down to the
Yeah,
right. Take a
this looks
left.
good.
Maybe it's right here.
Light source.
There it
That's the
is. There's the
lava from the
lava.
portal. Tudorule just building portal now, but it's just not going to be quick enough. If this is zeroable for Beef Salad, that's going to be the first match.
And look at Beef Salad. It has 2 golden apples. Decides I love the tech of eating, getting in your eating animation, jumping, and filling in the portal so
Yeah.
that you're. I don't know if this makes a ton of sense.
This
So
is a
you're eating
tough
the apple
zero,
as you're
though.
entering.
It
And
is.
bails on the 0.
Has to bail. I mean, this is a tough zero. It's back 97 and 058. So it's a very tough zero. Both runners do have gold pickaxes. Oh my god, Tudorule has a creeper in the portal room. Actually, Tudorule doesn't have any more gold pickaxes. So I think this is, even with a diamond pick, I think this is an incredibly hard zero to hit. And Beef Salad is setting up for ground zero. So I think if Tudorule doesn't immediately commit to ground zero and do it faster, I think Beef Salad is going to take the win here.
I think it's gonna be close because you can totally push the
Dude, the
side setup
side
to
setup, yeah.
90.
The
I
90
don't.
side setup for Tudo. I mean, this is going to be close.
Yeah, I mean Tudo's got it off.
Dragon doesn't fly. This
But
is going to be
oh my
really,
gosh.
really close.
No, but I think
Oh
Beef
my
Salad
God.
wins this because Death Animation and Tudorule messes it up.
Yeah, it's real messed
Wow.
up to 0. Oh, that's such a tough side setup because the dragon is very offset. It's a little bit awkward. It is having to deal with some weird knockback with the tower. And that's going to be a win for Beef Salad coming through with the ground zero. But Tudorule did not make that easy by any means. Really, really impressive first match here.
Yeah, I really like that play to go straight to ground zero instead of because it looked like Beef Salad maybe had time to push for one of those weird offsets, but he knows he's got enough time. I think average ground zero is like
It's
110,
like, yeah, 110,
120,
115 around that
somewhere
area.
in
Yeah.
that range. And so if you know you're ahead by 20 or 30 seconds, even if they zero, like it might not matter.
Yeah, I think that's a great, great point. And we can see this. This was so close until pretty much the end game. And I think the real separator was just that food difference between the two runners just allowed Beef Salad to play so much more aggressively towards the end, along with Beef Salad taking a little bit of different terrain towards the end as well. But I honestly thought Tudorule's terrain was really creative with the gold picks. It just didn't end up mattering with the food difference and the little bit of a lead that Beef Salad had. And then you nailed it on the head with the end right there. Like 30-second lead, like you're just gonna go for ground zero after that, and it's just so, so good. So good. Also, big, big enter nether difference between the two runners. Again, because of that like portal mishap from Tudorule, really
Mhm.
awkward. And if that doesn't happen, maybe plays that a little bit cleaner, this could have ended up with a different outcome.
Exactly. And not only a faster enter, but a higher quality enter from Beef Salad too, having
Yep.
more food. And if we saw in the portal room, Beef Salad didn't have to hunger reset, Tudorule did. So some of these early decisions of I don't have enough food here, so I need to spend another maybe 5 or 10 seconds hunger resetting. It just everything adds on top of itself.
Yeah, great points. What a great first match. I mean, we talked about like we're kind of surprised that Tudorule didn't ban Desert Temple, and I think we saw why Beef Salad was so confident in it right there. So now we go seed 2. Tudorule is going to pick Village. I think this is probably Tudorule's best pick here. The other pick would be Buried Treasure, but I think Tudorule probably feels a little bit more comfortable on something like this. It's a lot more of a consistent type of seed, and I think that's something that much more aligns with Tudorule's strengths compared to Beef Salad, who plays a little bit more, I would say, aggressively overall.
Yeah, interesting points for sure. I love watching the village plays. I mean, is it going to be a lava pool overworld? Are you going to get 10 obsidian? You're always going
Mhm.
to have food. I mean, not always, but most of the time you're going to have hay bales for food.
Yeah,
Should be
I mean
fun.
that's super true. I mean, always interesting. Like the linearity of how to play a village is something that's really underrated, I think, at a high level. And I'm really curious to see kind of how the routing works between the two runners here for this matchup. But we can kind of get ready here. I'm excited to see what we're gonna, see the differences of between the two. And here we go. Second seed, 1-0 beef salad. I mean, the other big thing we didn't even talk about, like what type of village is this going to be? There's so many different types.
True. Oh my
Could be
gosh, is
something
this a snow
crazy.
village? Desert
We're
village.
back in the desert.
Sometimes these can be awkward because if there's really far trees, are you grabbing sticks? Do you know which houses have the crafting tables? Even if we go back to last season, you could have a big mishap with a toolsmith. I think most
Yeah.
people in MCSR, if they were watching that, they should know what a toolsmith looks like. But here, I think we got a blacksmith. We should be totally fine.
Yeah, and this is looking pretty normal, but you bring up a good point. There is like not a lot of wood nearby. We could see both runners grabbing crafting table, grabbing stick. This is a beautiful blacksmith chest here, but I don't know if I agree really with grabbing the 4 cobble from beef salad unless we're gonna go for shears, which I guess actually could be a good play. It's just the trees are so far and acacia is so awkward. I might prefer iron axe here, but obviously going for shears is never really a bad play, right? So I think beef
Hmm.
salad here, aggressive play. Both players going for this as well. We're really seeing the consistency of a village type here and a room portal.
Oh yeah, love to see the ruined portal. I mean, if you have a desert temple, you can just blow it up. But I mean, maybe they just know exactly where the chests are here. Personally, I would never be going for the chest, but it is something
Yeah,
to
I
consider.
think
Love the
I
gold
think
blocks.
this I think the gold blocks is just what you grab here. I think it's just such a big portal that grabbing the chest is gonna be such a big dig down. Plus, like, you have the lava pool right there, though, which is really great. Struggling to look for flint, I think, for beef salad. Looking for that.
Yeah,
Doesn't see it yet in this river, but is gonna grab this tree, get some leaves from this, and have a bunch of blocks entering the nether. But Tudorule did find flint, actually, or at least
yeah,
gravel, and is going for it. So that could be a big lead for Tudorule, actually, if beef salad is kind of struggling here.
100% grabbed it on the way to the blacksmith. It was interesting. Tudorule broke the crafting table and brought it over to the blacksmith. Never seen that
Yeah.
before.
I
I
think that
usually
is
see
like
people bring it back.
I think that's more of like the no reset consistent mentality from Churro there, like going for something like you don't know when you're gonna get this wood, like you don't know what you're gonna get in the blacksmith. You want to have all these resources so you kind of can think about it a little bit earlier, right? For just your mental, less things to think
Mhm.
about later on, and is gonna probably be entering first because of all of this. I don't
Yeah,
even I don't think either player did anything wrong. It's just two very different ways of playing a pretty linear seed, and Churro is gonna be, I would say, about 5 seconds ahead so far.
100%. I think it was just that gravel play even. Like, Beef
Yeah.
Salad had to boat quite a ways away just to get gravel. I think they found a different lava pool, so they didn't have to go backtrack as much. But yeah, Tudor was in first.
Yeah,
Let's see
and
what.
beef salad actually still has to grind for flint.
Oh,
That's
that's
actually
even worse.
crazy. Yeah, I mean, Tudorule did such a great job of doing that and handling it while going for the trees. So that's kind of crazy there. Really nice terrain to this housing. Beef salad also has it. Looks like a pretty linear nether so far, but we haven't had a fortress, and Tudorule will be heading to the top of this housing.
Yeah, love to see bridging with the leaves, playing top
Ooh.
down. I think top down is almost
Oh,
always correct. That pig's just gone.
that pig is gone. -1 pig for
Roller
Tudorule. I mean,
coaster.
it's housing, so it probably doesn't matter. But again, like, look at the difference here.
Oh,
What?
on fire. Not
Oh,
good.
please stop. I was like, "What just happened?" But Beef Salad just placed their own lava bucket. Not
Yeah.
usually what you wanna do
Oh,
here,
and
and it's gonna
taking
be in a really
damage.
awkward situation. Has the
Really
gold,
bad.
kinda has to throw it here, but,
And aggro's it. It better have been a
oh
crossbow,
my
dude. Oh, this is looking
god.
real bad for beef salad. Mechanical wizard though, so
I think
looking to
we're
be
okay
fine just
now.
on low hearts.
Whew,
But does
that was
decide to
a
play manhunt. So like beef salad knows they're a little bit slower into the nether, a little bit slower into the bastion. So maybe they're playing for that high roll of getting 20 obsidian out the bottom. What I really like about this one, this housing in particular, is there's a lot of open terrain. So it's not as punishing to go up to the top because you could go out to the center chest and just pearl up there.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Like going for that, I know that's a play that you love to make. I think going for
Mhm.
manhunt here is super, super nice. I don't even hate the play that Tudorule made. Like I think it's just more consistent. I think both plays make sense for where each runner is at this point in the seed because Tudorule has
Mhm.
that 10 to 15 seconds. Like just having that more consistent. Like I have a bunch of pigs. I already saw these trades. Like I can what you're talking about with the terrain being so open. It's also good because Tudorule can just leave out this part now. Doesn't have to like even worry about purling back up. But I think it's so interesting that again, like in this nether, like both runners just kind of doing what works best for them. And it's just so interesting to see the two different play styles work well for both players.
Yeah, indeed. And I think we're looking on Beefsalad screen, has 12 obsidian, might get it. I mean, trades are a lot better in ranked than in no reset, as you probably know better than anybody.
Oh yeah. I mean, Tudor still has 45 gold or something in their inventory.
Wow.
Um, Gonna be checking for direction. Like I said, I don't think either player saw the fort, and we're gonna see Tudorule just leave out here. Beefsalad also potentially leaving or just having to check chest for Obsidian. Gets
And
it.
gets it.
25.
Wow.
See you later. They're both out, but Tudorule again, about 15 seconds or so on Beefsalad, a reverse of last seed, and sees the fortress.
Love to see it. I kind of wish Beef Salad had picked up that gold block that was just sitting right there as they were
Yeah.
leaving. Love the gold block for the gold picks. We've seen that matter in previous matches, and with the last match, it was more of a inventory management situation. But Beef Salad just seems to be losing time here. Tudorule's
Yeah.
in the fort. I think Beef Salad is just, or Tudorule has
Beefsalad
made up even more time.
I think Beefsalad was very, very hesitant on the direction. A lot of hesitation, not really sure where to go, double checking a lot of things, and maybe not having as much confidence in this nether compared to Tudo. And Tudorule, again, with this lead, I mean, this is going to be so hard. Every time you're behind entering the fort, it's so hard because like I feel like
Mhm.
it's always the other player has to make a mistake, but almost doubly so. I mean, this is everything Tudorule could need possibly is here. A double spawner, explosives, 45 gold, iron for ground, like everything that Tudorule needs is here. And it's just going to be about managing the inventory, doing what you need to do with measuring eyes. And Tudorule already has 5 rods as Beef Salad's just getting here now.
Wow. Big difference here. Big difference here. We
Yeah.
still have the 4 golden apples. We have plenty of bread. That's not going to
Yeah.
matter. Hopefully, neither runner is going to end up dying. But building our first portal, step 7.
I love the Gapple play. You brought that up. Like having 45 gold, like why not, right? Like you check the village chest, you get apples, and now
Mhm.
you just like don't even have to think about like talk about playing aggressive. Like this is where Tudorule is really going to have an opportunity to kind of shake off the consistency of like what they normally do and just play super super aggressively to close out this game.
Yeah, one thing that I find kind of quirky about Tudorule's gameplay is they got McDonald's on their
It's very
item screen.
nice.
And I
Not
think they're a
sponsored yet,
single
but soon.
monitor player because whenever it seems that whenever they need to check coordinates, they pop up their thin macro. At least that's what
That
I've
would actually
noticed.
be interesting. I'm actually not sure about that, but that would be interesting if that's like an actual thing. Yeah, like you saw it again for like a split second. I actually have never noticed that about Tudorule.
Yeah.
That could be a really interesting thing.
Maybe it's a
Very
mental
interesting.
thing too. You're like leading a pig with a carrot on a stick. Maybe they're leading themselves with the McDonald's, as a little
Yeah,
bit of
maybe it's like a
motivation.
motivation thing. Like I'm just thinking about a burger as I'm going to chords. Like it's just kind of
Yeah.
fire. That's the thought process.
And it's
Beef
at
salad.
chords now.
Yeah, I mean Tudorule's at chords. Beef salad still at the fort is going to be leaving. Has the rods, but again, like Tudorule's just chugging gapples. Not a care in the world. We're in the stronghold. No
Love
great
the
spike
gapples.
until now.
Oh,
Tudorule,
wormholing, and it's just there.
wow, yeah,
Beautiful nav. I mean, if this is an easy 0, it should just be over here.
should just
Offhanding the
be
eyes.
open terrain, so many explosives for Tudorule. It is back again. That looks like a tall tower, but has plenty of time. If that's 100, we might get crazy here. 90.
97? No, I think it is 100.
I don't
Is
know
this a
what
side setup? I think this
setup
is a
this
side
is,
setup.
but it goes hard. It's going to be really, really offset. Now, we were kind of in this is a similar situation to last time where Beef Salad just kind of went for ground zero instead of pushing this. Does that end up
Mhm.
maybe being the right play? But Tudorule is getting these bed extensions down so nicely and has so many explosives so that this should just wrap
And
it up.
that's it.
And it does.
Wow.
Great job from Tudorule on a
Beautiful.
incredibly difficult 0 with the bed extensions as well. Really well
Yeah,
played from
like, you
Tudo.
see that first bed? I think the first bed did, like, only a couple points of damage,
Yeah,
but it
it's
was
like
just meant
nothing.
for knockback, and you see on that second rotation, they really utilized the crossbow there, got a crazy double bed. doing almost like 100 damage.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
that's
you bring up
it.
a great point. Like knowing when to double bed, like obviously you could do it on any rotation, but knowing the rotations that it actually matters is so important, especially on those awkward setups. And we could see here, this looks like just a commanding performance from Tudorule throughout the seed. I think just had a lot of familiarity and comfortable feelings on a village seed, and just every split plus like 10 more seconds. And it's just so nice having that and finish it off in phenomenal fashion.
Yeah, just grinding away. It'll be interesting to see like Beef Salad. This is their first match. Like Tudorule has been playing, so is that going to give them a mental advantage? Do they have a bit of a snowballing effect? Is it actually better to be like seated in that last section where your hacks do guile low key? I mean, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, this was just really. I mean, I would say the first two Cs you played have just been played at such a high level by either Beef Salad or Tudorule. Beef Salad on the first one, Tudorule on this one, and I really think it's going to be anyone's game. This is going to be really interesting to see, like what happens. Are we going to go to another game 5? Like those
I
seed
hope
bans are going to go
so.
up for game 4. We're guaranteed to see those bans get lifted now, which is exciting. I believe we're guaranteed buried treasure for seed 3. So that will be interesting to see how that kind of matters, because we have done the two of the 3 seed types that aren't these traditional like ocean familiarity things for these players.
Mhm.
So very interested to see kind of what goes on with that. But I mean, these were some great first 2 matches. Really great.
Yeah, I like the point that you bring up, going back to ocean seeds that people are probably a lot more familiar with, especially like playing less seeds like desert temples in the past and rune portals, because the distribution has been different. So
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We're still in time for Fulham, but Fulham is ready. It's beautiful. I'm really excited to see what Fulham caught that we did not, because this has been such a high level gameplay matchup so far. So show some love to Fulham. It's time to get analytical, analyze with our
Mhm.
favorite cozy British guy. Let's freaking go. Fulham, what do you got for us? With our
Mhm.
favorite cozy British guy.
Thank you very much to you two. I appreciate it a lot. Uh, Sorry about pulling up the stream there. You might have had a little bit of double audio or something. Wow, what an amazing start. What an amazing first 2 seeds they have been for Beefsalad and Tudorule. 1 set apiece so far. Let's just go back and analyze some of the most important parts of this seed. Now, let's talk about seed 1, where unfortunately Tudorule took a little slip, a little tumble into the lava, and having to put himself out here did remove 4 lava sources from this lava pool here. Worrying situation with very few left. Decides to have a look elsewhere, spots a tiny bit of lava there, but bear in mind, also now removes another 4 by placing this bucket in this location. So, removes this one here by placing a block, removes this one here by placing water, this one here by making it obby, and this one here by also making it obby. That's 4 more lava sources that had vanished in this build here, and he did end up having to spend a long time looking for extra lava sources. It was a little bit of a problem for Tudorule in the end. We did, we tried to look under the lava, but this portal from start to finish took around about a minute, which allowed Beef Salad a huge advantage going into the nether, round about, 45 seconds to a minute ahead of Tudorule, having to go out of this lava pool, not spawning anything else, going out and coming back down on the other side of this sand, grabbing one final lava piece. It took from start to finish 50 seconds to build this nether portal. Now, Beef Salad was comfortably ahead in this seed. However, eventually, Tudorule was able to come back and make a huge catch-up. I believe due to Beef Salad's slowness during the fortress, even though he was able to enter the fortress with a substantial amount of time advantage, Tudorule had some really good fortress play and some really good terrain decisions to get to the second portal, meaning that he was only around about 25 to 30 seconds behind on the end enter after the end. However, Beef Salad decided to pull out of the zero cycle earlier than Tudorule. Tudorule going for a side setup, whereas Beef Salad went for the ground zero after a failed after a failed 0 attempt. The ground 0 did end up working out really nicely, but Tudorule, big props for attempting the 0 cycle. So a fantastic fantastic play from Tudorule. I think that was really it just really showed exactly what he's here to do. And we noticed that on Seed 2. Even though Tudorule not able to take Seed 1 and having to bail from the 0 cycle, the ground 0 for Beefsalad able to take it down. But Tudorule was able to take it down in Seed 2 with a very funky 0. We'll see that in just a second. But we noticed that Beefsalad made a few more mistakes here, including placing this lava bucket on himself while parkouring on top of the bastion. Fortunate that he only was in that for around about 1 tick, though. You can see he only clipped his toe in it, so he didn't take too much damage, and it didn't slow down his momentum. So he was able to just catch himself on fire for a little bit, eat up, and was okay. But took even more damage while heading to the bottom here, going for Manhunt, not able to break that chest. Instead, having to jump around, throw out some gold, possibly getting a few less piglins into his hole just because of the aggro, possibly a little bit too far distance there. Once those pigs have been distracted by the gold, they may be a little bit too far away to be able to pick up the aggro once he mines these gold blocks up here. That definitely meant that Tudorule was ahead in the 2nd seed, and he was able to really push that advantage due to this. He was ahead in the nether and ahead during the nether split because of these 3 early gravel that the commentators did already pick up on. Just wanted to bring some attention back to that. Really nice play to grab that early, and also really cool to make the iron shovel as well ahead of Beefsalad just making the stone shovel and keeping 1 iron ingot in his inventory. Stone shovel versus iron shovel, not a massive difference, but it could have made all the difference if it wasn't for Tudorule taking a huge advantage out of that bastion and combining it with clean play for the rest of the run. Beautiful wormhole through the stronghold and a really nice side setup on this 0 cycle. I believe he had a quick charge crossbow as well, so was able to set up some really, really clean double beds on this 0 cycle here. The side setup, fantastic. And some of these side beds to recover and get more damage on the dragon were really impressive as well. We're going to see one here. Just really nice to see. Nice that he's able to do that with the nether brick in his inventory as well, rather than having to try and force himself to place diagonal blocks with either an anchor or crying obsidian. Really, really good. Sorry if you can hear my voice going. I've been talking too much and I need to go grab a drink. So, Beefsalad versus Tudorule. Seed number 3 coming right up to you. Going to send you guys back to Curry and Parker.
Oh.
Well,
whoa, that's us. That was quick. Hi, Fulham. Thank you for the analysis. I was definitely ready to go and not looking at Twitter. Absolutely not. No, not at all. That didn't happen.
We're locked in here.
No, I was totally here. I'm ready for action. I mean, absolutely. This just goes to show these tiny little things happening in these matches really can make such a big difference throughout the match. And that's kind of what we've seen. And that's been the story from the first 2 matches so far.
100%. I just think about that lava pool, missing the 1 piece of lava, all the quirkiness, getting behind in early. We'll see how it plays out in this next match.
Yeah, I'm excited. We already know the seed selection. Breaking news, it's Buried Treasure.
Whoa.
I'm excited. I think not only am I excited because Buried Treasure is one of the fastest seed types. It's always fun to see Buried Treasure. But I think depending on how Tudorule does and how Beefsalad does as well. I mean, this Beefsalad's ban was the other ocean seed, and it's kind of interesting. Beefsalad obviously had first pick as well, played Desert Temple. It worked out really well for them. Didn't want to play Buried Treasure, even though it was an option for them. So maybe the shipwreck ban from Beefsalad is also kind of I'm not super comfortable in my ocean. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe if this is something where Tudorule wins, then Beefsalad will play Ruin Portal or something. Or maybe if this is something where Beefsalad wins this, then Tudorule is a little bit scared to pick Beefsalad's ban because it's both ocean.
100%.
So interested to see how that kind of works out here. But we're going to see which players are going to find the BT first. How's this island looking? Is there TNT? Here we go.
Oh, not even an island.
Not an
Almost
island.
a spruce.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
It's a spruce village, but now it's going to be a BT. Not a great looking ocean. You wouldn't really like this world in an RSG session.
No, this
but
would be a
we got the
reset for
BT.
most people. It's very awkward to find the BT for both runners, but they both seem to be heading the right
Yeah.
direction now. But this is kind of farther from the trees, so might be a little bit interesting to see kind of how they both handle that. And both have taken a little bit different terrain here. Tudorule getting here a couple seconds earlier.
Yeah, unfortunately, no sugarcane. Can't do any crazy tech with that. Maybe you're gonna take a bit of damage, but no, it's just under one piece
Wow.
of sand. We got 3 diamond. Love the diamond pickaxe. We're gonna
Love
be able to
diamond
make
pick.
shears. We got gold, Tudorule, and beef salad going for these oak trees as opposed to going back to where a spawn is. Trying to maybe
Yeah.
get a bit more visibility with the ocean. I believe is it 16 chunks from the iron source. There should be a magma ravine.
Yeah, I think it's even less. I think it might even be more like 12 or something, but it
Oh
is from the
wow.
iron source. It's not where you spawn. So going here is good. Now, here's like a maybe an overcooked type of thing here. You're not on an island. You're on this like
Mhm.
plains area. You only get 5 cod. Are you ever, even for a split second, thinking like maybe I kill a cow? Like maybe I just get like one extra
Mm.
food here. It's not like a great thing. Like you're near there. Is that ever crossing your mind? Or are you like, no, it's just ocean. Ocean means go to Magma Ravine.
I think it's no, it's ocean. Ocean means magma
Yeah.
unless you get flint from while you're breaking it. I think this was under a piece of sand. But if you
Mhm.
get flint, like first try flint, I'm definitely thinking about getting a piece of extra food. Maybe
Yeah.
you break it along your way to the tree. It's a good overlap. I don't
Mhm.
like I think like it's definitely something to consider.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I only bring that up because I think it's going to be kind of another telltale thing throughout the seed, right? Like, who's going to manage this 5 cod better? It is not easy to have 5 cod for a whole seed, especially in you don't, ranked seeds are good seeds. Don't get us wrong, but it's not like some things can go wrong. You might have to pearl a lot. There might be some crazy stuff happen. Like, you got to figure it out. It's not like you run out of food and die and reset. Like, this is playoffs. You got to figure it out.
Yeah, and we've seen like Tudorule having the extra golden apples, Beef Salad taking a lot of damage trying to play Manhunt. Maybe Beef Salad isn't as good at managing food. I think we see was that the fort off to the right?
I might
See
have been for
Bastion,
beef
this is
salad. I mean, they're
treasure.
yeah. Wow,
That
if
would be
that was
huge
the
for BT.
fortress for one runner and the other didn't see it, with this being treasure, that could be a massive, massive difference because this terrain is really awkward for this treasure. But I mean, maybe there could be another fort. Like this is a little bit kind of weird. Maybe the terrain opens up that we just can't see yet. But really, kind of neck and neck between these runners. Tudorule ahead by maybe 2 seconds, if that. But heading into this
Mhm.
treasure is always so much fun with a diamond pickaxe. So excited to see
Yeah.
that for both runners. You just kind of don't have to do anything. So here's a question. You're entering with
Mhm.
9 gold. We've seen this like gold thing go back and forth. When you get
Yeah.
to the top here, are you ever thinking like gold pick craft to mine all the blocks a little bit faster? Or are you just not even thinking about that, especially with a diamond pickaxe?
I mean, I haven't seen any level runners really make that play. I mean, I think here it's out of the question because you have a diamond pick, but
Mhm.
I think it's an interesting discussion. You know, I've thought about it myself. Like, it really does make a big difference. In this bastion, you're mining so many blocks, and especially if you're
Yeah.
doing like an item elevator play, a gold pick would really help out when you're digging straight down on that last backup block.
Yeah,
Really just
no,
depends.
absolutely right. I think you are right though. I think like, I bring these things up because there's so many like, these are not things that maybe you do all the time at top level experience, but these are decisions that can make or break certain runs at any level. And I think both players are making the correct play to not go for that. Save the gold, especially you don't know how many gold blocks you're going to get up here, especially in a treasure bastion. Every single gold block matters. The last thing you want to do is have to go to the bottom and mine more compared to your opponent.
Yeah, like we saw in I think one of yesterday's matches, somebody had 19 obby. They had to go down, not even to break the spawner, but just to get a piece of obby. I think they got it from a chest, but
Yeah, it was Feinberg.
oh, look at that. 16 obby already. They should be totally
Jeez.
good.
Yeah, this
Maybe
is
maybe
great.
even get to save a gold block now for gold picks later in the run.
Yeah, absolutely. Really nice for beef salad there. Tudorule doing the item elevator. And again, do a quick little food check. Both runners going to be down to like 2 cod leaving this bastion because beef salad's going to have to eat 2. Tudorule is going to have to eat 1 before leaving, but beef salad's food management has been worse so far than Tudorule, even if beef salad is maybe a little bit ahead, but maybe not even actually.
And Tudor
I thought Tudorule's
Pearls,
just out.
not even for a pearl hang, just straight out. And I
Yeah, and
believe
sees the
that's the
fort.
fortress.
Beef salad also out neck and neck from these runners. And again, I think this is going to be a similar situation to the first seed, but almost reverse now because Tudorule is the one with the food advantage. But it's just so marginal between them. I think both of them are probably going to have to play for a hunger reset at some point. And look at this blaze for Tudorule on the ledge. That is
Head
so
on.
annoying. Like you get the rod, but that could end up being a time loss, even though it's obviously the right play to kill the blaze when it's there.
Yeah, because Beefsalad's just now on the spawner. You know, the sooner you get to the spawner, the more you can overlap your crafts, the faster the blazes are going to spawn. It's just good all around. And now we see Tudorule is in a closed spawner. So maybe that's going to be worse for second portal terrain. You're going to have to find an opening. Maybe you got to be more aware of your surrounding. But Beefsalad probably doesn't have to worry about that as much. They have very open terrain.
Yeah, I'm surprised Tudorule didn't see this spawner. Now, thankfully, I think Tudorule's going to be okay because I saw when Tudorule was placing Soul Sand on the other side, it looked like it did open. So there is like terrain out from here. So that's going to be really nice. But the bigger thing that might happen is this could be different strongholds, and that could be a massive, massive difference. I'm not exactly sure how far these spawners are, but if Tudorule didn't see this really open one, I wouldn't be surprised if they're far enough away to trigger different strongholds.
Yeah, and strongholds can be the biggest random point of the run. Like if you get a different stronghold, we've seen some terrible strongholds where you have to cross multiple chunk borders. Could be the biggest variation in the match.
Yeah. Beefsalad throwing the eye first. We'll see how far the stronghold is. It looks really far. Is that 2,000? Is that a 2,000 for Beefsalad?
I think it's at least 2,000. Yeah.
So
we'll see
it
what
looks like it's around like 220. So that's the numbers that I'm looking for in the Nether on Tudorule's calculator here. It looks really far. I could not tell on Tudorule's calculator, but I would not be surprised if this is two different strongholds, especially with Beefsalad's being 2,000 blocks away.
No, I think it's the same one. I believe it's negative 222, 18. I think they're both going to the same one. Tudorule is just slightly closer, but Beefsalad's got a nice pearl hanging here, killing blazes. Still ahead at this point.
Well, still ahead, but Tudorule did grab more mutton. That might be a time save, and also, I believe, might just be out. Yeah, both players leaving at the same time, and it looks like maybe Beefsalad's terrain is a little bit better from their spawner, but Tudorule has so much space to go. Oh, and here's the terrain that Beefsalad was just at, actually. So, looks like maybe Tudorule had like more of a straight line, and Beefsalad's a little bit more diagonal, but it does end up looking like it is going to be the same stronghold.
Yeah, Beefsalad, even checking down near the lava, maybe looking for more open terrain, loses a bit of time there. Now Tudorule's in the wall, so taking a different decision here.
Beefsalad has a lot of wall to go, though, still. Like 20, 30 more blocks. Digging down, I don't know who this favors right now. I mean, Beefsalad is just here, so I guess Beefsalad, but it's just so close. Like Tudorule is still in this, has only 10 blocks to go. Beefsalad probably a 10 to 15 second enter in the stronghold here ahead of Tudorule.
Oh, and that looks like a spike. Oh, maybe? Might be gone for a second. He's double checking.
Ooh, not
maybe unsure a little bit. Going down mid. Turning away from mid.
And all this, Beefsalad's done nothing in this stronghold for 15 seconds. Tudorule about to enter now. A lot of hesitation, but that spike looks good, and it is. So pays off. Tudorule, though, is sending this way quicker and is also going to have to hunger reset, but doesn't go the right way. It was down the staircase.
Misses it. Maybe if they wrap really hard left, they'll hear it through a wall and can dig through. They clearly saw Spike to the left. They're backtracking, but Beefsalad is just in the end now.
In the end, another tough 0 potentially. It's 058, and it's back 1 and 8. It's gettable, but it is going to be tight, and Beefsalad does not have that much food. So if Beefsalad does go for this, it's going to be really difficult, and Tudorule is going to have an extra mutton that Beefsalad doesn't have. Beefsalad is going to have to 5-bed this, if that. The armor might not even be enough. The bow will help. The double damage doesn't do any extra damage, and it is going to be enough. What a 0 from Beefsalad. Wow.
Textbook. Having the bow there is so nice, especially compared to a crossbow. Crossbow, you have to wait for it to fully charge. Oh, and Tudorule is dead. Oh, clutches it. Doesn't matter, though.
No, it does not matter. What a performance from Beefsalad on that seed. Back and forth throughout. A truly beautiful 0 from Beefsalad in a high-pressure situation. That was not easy at all, and you could see a little bit behind until finding the stronghold. So kind of what we talked about, like maybe that open spawner play really ended up being a big difference for Beefsalad there.
Yeah, that's really the only big point in the run where you're making up time. 0 seconds on Nether Enter, 2 seconds into the Bastion, 5 seconds into the Fortress, but then that's where you lose the 10 or 15 seconds.
Yeah,
in the run.
It was kind of crazy. I know Fulham. I saw Fulham in the chat asking, "What do I even clip?" I would love to see how Tudorule missed that spawner. That's what I would love to see. That's the homework I have for Fulham. How did Tudorule not see this more open spawner comparatively? I feel like that was just such a big game changer, and I'm so surprised that that stronghold was so far away from Beefsalad, and it looked like Tudorule had to go from even farther away. So maybe I'm like, I have no idea how that ended up happening, but very, very crazy end game there. And again, like the gold pick play from Tudorule, I really like how aggressive they're playing with gold picks, but every time they do so, it's like it's almost not even enough gold picks. It's like they still need more somehow.
Yeah, it feels like they decided to dig earlier than Beefsalad. I think Beefsalad dug straight down wall on top of Soul Sand while Tudorule was tunneling the whole way. I'm a big fan of tunneling, but if there's open terrain, that's just gonna be faster.
Yeah, and so Beefsalad doing a really, really good job forcing the terrain here. And this is the big decision. It is going to be Tudorule picking Ruined
Portal.
Portal. So Tudorule banned this to start and is now picking their banned seed type, which is a very rare occurrence in
Yeah,
rank. Kind of
interesting mental
aura.
for sure. Yeah, I
Kind of
kind of
a
like the aura plays. To be honest, a lot of the time you're like talking about these high level decisions with like percentages and what people are thinking. If I'm in their shoes, sometimes I'm like, I'm just sending it. Rune Portal, sure, why not? I
yeah.
need to play all of these seeds better than my opponent if I'm gonna win. So why not Rune Portal? It's gonna be a fast seed.
Yeah, I could see, like, I think that's maybe the thought process for Tudor. Like, this is by far between the two of them was the fastest average time was Tudorule Ruined Portal. So it was surprising to see Tudorule ban it. Maybe deciding, you know what, I actually do want to go fast in my Minecraft speedrun. Let's see what happens when we do go fast. And again, we're talking about fast though, but Ruined Portal sometimes you'd be surprised if it's like, you get like this weird iron situation or like, how much food are we actually going to kill? And like it could still get a little bit awkward, but I like the pick. It's confidence. It's like, you know what? I want to go as fast as I possibly can against my opponent, and let's just see what happens.
Exactly. And even if we're just looking at the matches today, Tudorule has had the faster seeds. I mean, Beefsalad has won more matches, but they've been slower than Tudorule's completion. Maybe Tudorule is just a
Yeah,
little bit more speedy today. We'll see. What's in this Ruined Portal chest?
we'll
We have
see.
no
A
gold axe.
lot of iron, no food. And it's going to be, I feel like, very awkward to get food in this situation. I see a singular cow on Tudorule's screen, but I mean, this terrain is so hilly. There's a lot of ocean everywhere. It's just going to be really, really awkward to get food, I feel like.
Yeah, not what you like to see. And Tudorule didn't overlap getting the stone as well as Beefsalad. Beefsalad already mining wood. Tudorule just now crafting. Tudorule was a little bit higher on the terrain though, so maybe sees a bit more animals. We're crafting
Yeah,
the tools.
did see
No
that cow. I'm
shears.
not sure if Beefsalad did see that, but sees a pig.
I love
So
pigs.
that's good. That's W.
Pigs, like the commentators were saying last time, so much better than cows, even though they have the same food value, just much easier to kill.
So
Their
much
AI makes
easier.
it so that they're barely run at all. I think it's fixed in later versions, cows are better, but here we're on 116, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is actually quite a lot of food for the two runners. So this
Yeah.
will, I think, work out pretty nicely for them. Looks like Beefsalad is deciding that 8 is enough. I would probably agree. That feels like a good amount. Tudorule still having a kill, going back to the room portal now, though, and it's probably pretty even between the two. But Tudorule hasn't grabbed water yet. Has to go back. That's like -3 seconds. It could end up mattering. Still grabbing wood, and Beefsalad is going to be entering the nether first by, I would say, about 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how these little decisions can turn into 10 or 20 seconds entering the nether. I think they have pretty
Absolutely.
similar food situations. Looks like B-Salad maybe has already eaten one pork chop.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close bastion. What is it? Is it housing? Looks no
Stables.
stables.
It's going to be stables. No fortress for either runner that I saw. Wide macro for Tudo, not seeing anything. Could be like deeper this way and then back right. Nice chest here to get some obby for Beefsalad. That's going to be 9, along with the armor that we already have from the Ruined Portal. So this is just going to be really interesting. I don't know if there is a second triple. I think there might be, but we're heading down. We might be doing a triple the gap. No, there is no second triple. So we are doing a triple the gap type thing here. And I believe this triple is in the middle rampart. I could be wrong, though.
I think
Might be the
it's
far
on the
left.
side. So I think
Yeah,
we might
actually might
see
be
beef
left.
salad here. Go and break this chest along the way. Maybe not break it, but definitely going this way. I
Oh,
really
this
like
is
this play. Oh, he does break it. Taking damage though. That's
yeah,
2 or
it's a
3
little
hits.
awkward with the nether rack there.
Oh, I love
but
that
does end
one
up
block
making it
breakthrough.
work. And Tudorule is going to do the same thing, but Beefsalad again keeping this 10-second lead.
Yeah, and now we're just gonna have all the gold in the world. You know, I love the triple to gap. It's really a route that's developed in not
Oh,
that long ago. Oh, and Tudorule's dead.
oh no!
What happened? What happened? Was it
Just
breaking the
got
chest?
domed by
Like,
a piglin. Like broke the block in the triple to
yikes.
gap route. Got absolutely domed. One sword guy, and I think just took too much damage from. It's so awkward going for the
Oh, did you see
W
that?
return to sender. That was W return
That
to
was
sender.
awesome. And
I mean,
honestly, it's not gonna be terrible, terrible. Even
no, this is
because
like an
he crafted
insane
your
amount
block.
of time not lost. This is an incredible recovery from Tudorule.
Yeah, and maybe you
The
got
only
some pigs trading already, you know? So like they were
get like
trading.
a
It's
pearl
not
hang
like
out of here. Yeah, why not? Like,
I mean, obviously not what you want to see, but yeah, Tudorule's gonna have to go back up at the top to re-aggro the pigs. So it is
gonna be
bad, but
awkward.
not as bad as a full seed reset.
No, this is. We're still within like the 0 to max perch margin of error here, and that is like actually kind of insane for how well Tudorule recovered from this, and that's just really
Beefsalad's already
impressive. But Beef
out.
Salad is just out, and
I
that's gonna
love the
make
pearl
Tudorule's
there
life a
too. Did you see
lot
the way he
more difficult.
exited? Beautiful. It
No,
was
I
like
missed it.
through a ravine.
Very nice,
Wide
very nice
macroing, looking for the
play.
fort.
And Beef Salad sees
Nothing
nothing.
yet. It's a little bit indecisive. Maybe they go left, maybe they go right. Oh, and I think they see it on the right there. So I think stalling
Big
there probably maybe
big
better than committing
play.
left.
No, maybe not sure. Oh no, has I think a lot more confidence now in the pearl throw. So I think we are looking good. Still no fourth though for Beef Salad.
Yeah. I thought
And
I saw it, but maybe I didn't.
I mean, this might be something that Tudorule has to deal with as well. But I mean, this is just at worst, it's opening the door.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
there's the
and there
fort.
it is, finally. I mean,
Wow, that
could
is
matter
awkward.
though. We saw in the Stronghold last match, Beef Salad has a little bit more hesitation than Tudorule. Maybe he can make up a bit more time, being just more on lock with the decisions. But Tudorule is just so far behind that something is going to really need to happen here.
Yeah, absolutely. Does have maybe a little bit different of an exit than what Beef Salad did. And maybe this actually, as cool as Beef Salad's exit was, maybe this is something that might help Tudorule out a little bit more, but doesn't seem to be happy with what he's seeing on his screen with the wide macro. And Beef Salad is going to potentially find a spawner right above the staircase, but there's a Wither Skeleton, and I think there's
Oh,
another, and this is a little bit awkward for Beef Salad. Like, not going to die, but this is just time loss that Tudorule's going to get back.
yeah, we'll see if Tudorule does the same thing. I know Beef Salad entered the bad side of the fort first, so even if he just enters in the good side, that's saving 10, 20 seconds. But Tudorule just looks so lost, repyring. It's on Pi. He knows this within a couple of chunks of him, but sees absolutely nothing. Where's he going to
Yeah.
go? And
Oh,
there
and
it is.
look at that.
that.
That is such a weird spot for the fort to be. It's very rare you look up and see something like that
Yeah,
on your
so
screen.
high. But I think Tudorule is going to make up a little bit of time there. Is in the good part of the fortress. Should see the spawner.
Oh, but look at these
Here,
Wither
maybe?
Skeletons. Oh my goodness.
Oh, love the pearl
Oh,
through him.
love this Pearl, yeah. And is now in the same spot. The spawner is just up the staircase that he didn't go. It's literally right above him
No.
right now. And just left. So he's going to play a different spawner.
Good.
And this is going to be okay, though. Gets to a different spawner.
Oh, and look at Beef Salad using a stone sword
Oh,
to
I
kill
love
the
that.
blaze. I really like that. Yoinking the Wither Skeleton's weapon and using it against their little friends in the fortress.
That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Tudorule has the
search
spawner mine up, but
crafting,
I mean,
couple picks.
Beef Salad just has 6 rods. Like, it's just taking its time, taking their time with the portal, making sure they have everything that they need. But 6 rods is gonna be tough for Tudorule to come back from. Although the rates did seem pretty good, and Tudorule does hear this other spawner that Beef Salad did not hear. So this is gonna be at least like a little bit of time save for Tudorule, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough. It's Beef Salad's game to lose. He's already measuring. How many rods are we at with Tudo? Is that 4 or 5?
I think that's 6. I think Tudorule is just
Wow.
out.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
I
that
love
portal
this
spot.
portal
That was
build.
so nice. The confidence in placing the obsidian too, especially in this area where you're in a ranked competition.
Yeah,
Like
Tudorule
this,
has
the nerves are
7
highest.
rods actually, so can just leave his eyes.
Oh wow.
Which is actually going to be a big time. Tudorule's, I would say, only about 15 seconds behind right now. Tudorule has really, has to throw a second eye in. Never mind. closer to 30 seconds now. That is unfortunate.
But I think
I
does
mean,
make up time over the 4 overall.
yeah, and again, like Beefsalad kind of hesitated on this court. It's taking a little bit longer than you'd like to like find the exact spot here. Is going to be enough, but another like 2 to 3 seconds. But Tudorule, I guess, just still has so much stuff to do, still crafting and everything. And Beefsalad's just in the stronghold.
Exactly.
2 different spikes though.
That could be a game changer.
It's
Maybe
also
Tudor
Ocean
goes the right
Exposed.
way. Oh, I love Ocean Exposed. Do we see
I
the
love this
3-block
play.
difference? There's a library, maybe some light sources. But if you don't see it when you're in an ocean, you know that it's probably going to be buried somewhere, so that can still affect your decision making, which is really
I
nice
don't
to see.
love the direction that Beefsalad is going. I think it was more to the right. I think it was the other spike that looked
Oh,
good.
what
And
a
that
weird
could be
wraparound with that
something.
stronghold.
Yeah, I think Beefsalad is doing a little too much overcooking right now. I think it was more to the right, and Tudorule's here.
Oh,
There's
and
the
there it
portal
is.
room. It is exposed. Now, Beefsalad has a pretty substantial lead, but does have to hunger reset. Tudorule's going to have to do that as well. It's going to depend on how fast Tudorule can find the portal room, along with what is this 0? Is it just something that Beefsalad is just going to hit? Because Beefsalad is in the driver's seat heading into the end here.
Yeah, but Tudorule has been more confident with the zeros and been going for zeros more. So will that matter? Maybe Beefsalad does ground 0 again. It looks like an awkward size.
It's top 100 for
no way
Beefsalad.
you're going for top setup. No way.
And
oh
doesn't
my gosh.
get it.
Oh my
So-
gosh. He's going for lower setup though. He knows
Wow,
he needs
this
to hit
is
the 0. Tudo is so
phenomenal-
close.
What a phenomenal backup.
And it
But
flies. If Tudorule hits back T100 to win
He's
this
gonna
match,
go for it. I
this
don't know
is
if
his
that pearl's
tournament
good
life
enough.
on the line, and the pearl's not high enough.
No, it's not good enough. He's gonna
Pushing
have to use
97 side setup though. I think
But
Beefsalad
Tudor,
pushed
yeah, this
94.
is so much better because Beefsalad's side setup was at 90. This isn't gonna fly for Tudorule, but it is such an awkward setup. So has to use this, has to also burn
my
an extra
gosh.
bed. I don't know if Tudor has enough explosives,
And
but
it's
Beefsalad's dragon perch.
perch.
So it just
No
doesn't matter.
way.
It just doesn't matter. Beefsalad just hits the perch, and Tudorule would have hit the 0 on half a heart, but it doesn't matter because of Beefsalad's perch. Wow.
What an ending.
What a way to
Oh
finish
my
this
gosh.
match.
I can't believe that perch. And Tudorule is out of the tournament.
Tudorule's out of the tournament. I mean, what a way to go out though, hitting that 0. I mean, oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
That
You gotta
is
be a little
just-
bit proud of that.
That was an unreal set of games from these two runners. Both players really just giving it their all. That was just incredible work. And it just shows, like, listen, the game has progressed so much, but at the end of the day, just get the 1 in 13. It's a good day to be Beefsalad. Like, it's a good day to be Beefsalad. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Oh
even
my
like, oh my
goodness.
gosh, a minute behind into the fortress from Tudorule, but made up 40 seconds entering the end.
Yeah, that was really, really impressive stuff from Tudorule. I think playing for that second spawner, realizing that it was there, getting 7 rods, not having to pick up your eyes on that weird ocean. I think manage the terrain much better as well, and manage the nav much more aggressively and consistently. And I think it's also a little bit easier to do that when you are behind, right? Because you're not going to second guess as much when you're kind of in that situation.
Yeah,
but that was
exactly.
really, really impressive. I think we are going to have an interview with Beefsalad because Beefsalad is in the waiting room, which I'm very excited about.
Oh my gosh.
Shout outs to Beefsalad. Shout outs to Tudorule. Seriously, really impressive performance from both runners. And just wow. I mean, the ranked playoff so far has been unreal, honestly. Like every match.
I love ranked playoffs.
It's
And it
kind
only
of
gets
crazy.
better and better.
Yeah. This has been absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'm ready to, if we want to drag in Beefsalad. I don't know if I have the perms to do that. Okay, cool.
Oh, there we go. Hello. Congrats
Beef
on the win,
salad.
Beef Salad.
Congrats.
Thank
How are
you.
you feeling?
Good. I was pretty nervous. I was more nervous than last season, I think.
Really?
When you say nervous, like just for the overall matchup as a whole, or like this just last seed?
I think it's just the entire set.
Entire thing? Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah, how did you feel on that last 0 when you pushed back 100 top setup? Almost
mean, like-
got there and then went for, I think, 94 and then the dragon flew. Like, there's a whole story in just that 0.
Yeah, my pearl was really good, so I thought like, oh, I can
Yeah.
actually hit this, but I kind of
Mhm.
didn't like process it for a second. I kind of fumbled, But shout out Carpensaw, I got 8-9.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you did. You got that 8-9. That was good. Did you see what happened to Tudorule? Do you know what happened as he entered
No.
the end? Tudorule went for side 99, I believe, and hit it as you, I think, killed the dragon basically as soon as you killed it with perch. So absolutely insane that you were able to get the perch to head to get yourself in semifinals. I mean, the main story for us back and forth was, I think, just the high level of gameplay between the two of you throughout was just really, really impressive. It was just really back and forth in almost all the seeds. Was there any seed in particular that really stood out to you from this matchup?
The second seed was kind of weird. The desert village.
Yeah,
It just
because
took a
there was
while
like
to
no
find the
trees.
gravel.
Yeah,
Oh
you had to go
yes,
a long way for that gravel.
yeah, that was really interesting. I believe Tudorule grabbed gravel like early, like with his fist or something before heading to the village, and was just like a massive time save there. And then it was just, you both played it so differently, and then almost entered around the same time. But it was a very, very interesting overworld to watch. Really, really impressive. How do you feel going into the semifinals now? This is something you're really accustomed to at this point. You become a ranked semifinal kind of regular, getting here, doing a good job. What are you thinking going into the semifinals for season 6?
It's fine. I mean, both of the previous seasons I've been in, I've lost to Hacks, so maybe I can beat him this time, or
No,
someone
Hacks,
else will
if you're
pick me.
listening, don't we
Don't
cut the
pick 'em.
VOD. Don't pick beef salad. It's chill. It's actually chill. It's all good. But I mean, what a phenomenal performance. Anything you'd like to say as we wrap it up here? I think you did a phenomenal job. I'm looking forward to seeing you play in semifinals. And again, Tudorule played amazingly as well. Any closing thoughts here?
Yeah, just shout out Carpus Law. I'm excited for next week, and
Let's go.
thank you for commentating.
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you for playing. Thank you for putting on a show. What a performance. Oh my goodness.